Welcome to the Thrillers and Killers podcast with Doug, Jacob, Aaron. Today we're doing Nightcrawler, directed by Dan Gilroy, starring Jake Gyllenhaal, Rene Russo, and Bill Paxton.
You mean you forgot, what is it,
Riz
Riz Ahmed?
Yeah.
He's also very important.
Well, he's not in the fucking stars on IMDb,
Wow.
so suck my
They didn't
nuts.
list him on that? He's like the third most important character.
It's some bullshit, man.
They do it by, like, pay, don't they?
Just
Maybe.
Riz.
That would make sense.
Yeah.
If so, that sucks. This movie does not suck, though. If we're not doing point by point, fucking just lay it out there, Doug. What do you think?
It's alright.
Jacob, was this your first time watching it? Both of you?
Yes, this was my first time watching it, and it fucking talk about fucking cinematic adventure.
It's my second time.
I fucking love this movie, dude.
I do too.
It has a 95% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Not this shit again. We go by IMDb.
I also wrote that down. It has a 7.8 on IMDb, which I think is fucking criminal.
Yes.
This movie's at least a 9.
Just like some shit that he does in this movie. Criminal.
At least a 9?
Yeah, dude. You don't think so?
Sure, yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Okay, well, real quick, let's do a little summary, fuck it.
Let me. Yeah. You do that, and I'm gonna look up our past scores.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys don't know how to score shit. You can't start dropping 9s and 10s for fucking anything.
Now, I think for this, I definitely am gonna drop a 9.
Oh yeah.
My god.
I've already had my scores. Yeah, oh yeah.
Filthy as fuck.
Alright, so basically...
They literally take a sociopath and make him empathetic, and just you root for him in the end.
Hey, don't hurt yourself, bro.
Are you not like the end? Well, let's give a summary real quick so people know what the fuck we're talking about. Basically, Jake Gyllenhaal plays this character named Lou Bloom, who, as Jacob mentioned, at least has some type of slight sociopathy.
No, he's an absolute sociopath. He has no regard for humans at all.
It's a weird... It's like a Patrick Bateman type thing. We're back to Patrick Bateman. Did he not give you those kind of vibes?
Oh, he did, for sure. He didn't care.
Especially with like how everything he like says is regurgitated from what he sees online, which is just Patrick Bateman with like magazine reviews and shit on music.
Yeah.
That's like directly the same thing. It's just about like fucking employments and shit like that. Anyway, this character, played by Jake Gyllenhaal, he is kind of like a low life. He just like steals like fucking like steel chain link fences and manholes, and he sells them to people. That's how he makes money. Well, after he steals a bunch of shit and sells it back, he's on his way, I'm assuming, home, and he sees a car accident. And as it's like a bad car accident too. This lady's like trapped in there, burning alive.
Yeah.
And as he pulls up to it, he notices a guy with a camera recording it, and he gets all in there and shit. And that's what sparks his interest, because this guy is selling this tape to the news. And he sees that tape on the news the next morning, and it's like, oh shit, pretty fucking crazy. So he decides that he's going to... I think he steals a bike, sells it, buys a video camera.
And a police scanner. And he's off to the races.
And now he's just... he's a Nightcrawler, which basically is just a person who drives around looking for crime to record to sell to news stations. So
they call them stringers in this movie.
Is that at one point?
Yeah.
Rene Russo's character calls
these
him a
both.
Nightcrawler.
Yeah.
But yeah, he.
That's what Joe calls himself. Bill Paxton's character is a stringer.
Yeah. So that's probably a nicer name for the Nightcrawler, though.
Yeah.
So after, he starts doing this for a little bit, he establishes this relationship with Rene Russo's character. You know her name?
Nina.
And she's like an executive at like one of the worst news stations in Los Angeles.
Rated, yeah.
So he establishes this relationship where he's selling it just to her. And it's all going pretty well, I think. He hires himself a little assistant in Riz Ahmed. I don't know his character name either.
Rick.
And they're just doing their thing, driving around, getting some crime, shot on camera. It's all pretty sweet. And then throughout the movie, he starts not making crime, but like he is
He's
setting up
altering crime
shots.
scenes to make them look better so he can get more money for the shots.
It gets
Correct.
progressively worse as the movie goes on.
Absolutely. It starts with him just moving a body a little bit to get him in the shot, and then spoiler in the end, it ends with him full on like making crime happen to get it better, better shit on camera. So, but before we get there, he basically gets really good at it, and he buys himself a brand new car. It's this nice ass red Challenger, and it's all in a pretty short amount of time too. It's only in a couple months.
Yeah.
And then they are rolling around one night, and they find a active crime scene. They get there before the cops do. It's an alarm that's going off like a burglary,
Oh my god.
burglary,
Burglary.
burglary. Okay, that sounds better. uh, he gets there before they do, and he sees these two dudes coming out with guns, and he gets them on camera, and then he goes inside and finds all the dead people. They're all shot. And this kind of kicks off in his brain where he alters the footage to cut out the dudes, gives the footage to the news station. Obviously, detectives come to find him because he filmed the crime scene before the cops were even there. So they talk to him. He doesn't give them the whole tape, so they don't even know he knows who the people are. But he hunts them down, and his whole plan is basically to get them in a place to where when he calls them into the cops and tells the cops these are the dudes, it's going to be a showdown. That way he gets better footage. And so he waits there at a Chinese restaurant,
Yes.
which I believe that Chinese restaurant is on the same corner as a crime that he shot earlier in the movie as like a little callback. It's pretty cool. And yeah, he calls in the cops. Fucking cops get shot, civilians get shot. They get into a fucking high-speed chase. He's trailing this chase right behind it, getting it all on video. And eventually,
Hey, can I just point out that's not how the cops would actually go in real life?
yeah, they go in and like order.
Terrible.
They go like
If
order.
somebody, well, he makes the phone call to the police and he tells them that they are the people who killed the other people and they're armed.
Yeah,
And they just roll in. They roll in too deep, bro. In real life, they'd send the whole fucking. They'd send everybody.
Yeah. Well, the two walk in, they order food.
Force.
And then two more walk in, and when those two more walk in, these dudes hop up and cap their ass. One of them gets shot immediately, and the other one goes in his car and gets in a chase, and they're following him, like I said, and they crash eventually. And Jake Gyllenhaal's character, Lou, tells Rick, his assistant, he's like, hey, bro, they're all dead. Come up here and get this shot. Oh, and this whole time, Rick has been bugging him about, like, he wants a raise, and because what they're doing is, like, kind of messed up. And he's like, yeah, we can talk about that. And basically, he just wants more money to keep his mouth shut about what Lou is doing. And he tells Rick to walk up there and get this shot. And when he walks around the car, the dude is not dead; he's still alive, and he caps Rick's ass, fucking shoots him in the chest.
Oh, fucking beautiful setup by Lou. What a genius!
And so Rick is dead. His partner's dead. He gets him killed, and the guy hops out, gets shot by the cops, and then Lou gets questioned by the police. But I'm assuming he never gets found out because the last shot is his expanded business.
Yeah.
What is it?
I see this
Productions Corp or some shit.
Yeah, I see this
Video
as an
production.
absolute win for Lou here. He starts.
I mean,
out
he definitely
with
wins.
with no job, just fucking stealing shit for money, and then he ends as a business owner. Fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, he just had to get his partner killed. So
Yeah, and use his. I guess he's kind of like a con artist, really. If you think about it.
Oh yeah.
So at the end, he pretty much has the setup that the other Nightcrawler was offering to him, except he's the boss. So that he got killed.
I didn't mention a whole lot about that. Yeah.
Halfway during the movie, Lou is late to a call, and it's a plane crash, and Joe got there sooner, so he gets all the really, really good footage.
Joe's the other Nightcrawler.
Yeah, Bill Paxton's character, and he gets all the footage, and he's just bragging about how this is going to send him to the fucking moon. This is going to be the greatest piece of evidence ever. And it absolutely upsets Nina, the lady who Lou works for, and Lou loses his fucking mind and decides to tamper with the brakes on Joe's van, which leads Joe to get into a car wreck, which almost ends his life. And then Lou gets the footage of that, which is
it's pretty crazy. He crashes, and there's like 2 crashes that happen at the same time. One might be something else, but there's that crash where Bill Paxton's character gets in a car crash, and
the
then
other
there's
thing that was
another
at the same
thing.
time was a rape or something.
Yeah, it was crazy. And they chose normally they would go to the other event
because they want more violent crimes and graphic crimes.
But he knows that it's Bill Paxton's character because he fucked with the brake, so he decides to go there, and he basically does a Nightcrawler to him, which is pretty. I mean, it's kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. At one point, Brick's like, "We don't do this to our own." And Lou's like, "He's not one of us anymore.
He's fucking dead.
He's dead."
He's still alive though.
He survives.
Whenever they pull him out,
I think he's alive the entire time because I think you see him towards the end.
it's nice. At least he didn't die. At least he didn't commit murder.
Yeah.
Not
Another plot device throughout this movie is Tina, Renee Russo's character, is Nina. Have we been saying Tina the whole time, or is it just me?
No, I've been saying Tina.
That's the first time you said Tina, I believe.
Okay. Nina, Renee Russo's character, is working. She's working at this really bad news company, and she has such bad ratings. And Lou is literally giving her the juice. His shit's the best. Yeah. So, and he has the hots for her. So he gives her the juice
in more than more. He gives her the juice in more than one way. Let's just put it that way.
I don't know if it's a desirable juice though, but he basically says, I want to have a relationship with you, and if you don't, I am not going to sell you footage, and you're going to lose your fucking job.
It's literally Harvey Weinstein shit.
He's
insane.
Yeah.
So she says yes. You don't actually see her say yes or anything, but she's not fired by the end. So
the name's not coming to me at this moment.
Patrick Bateman?
Pat is a murderer, bro. Pat is an actor.
Why can I not remember names right now?
He had to kill at least like the homeless. Dude. I don't like.
Maybe.
I mean,
he's worse than Tyler Durden. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. I'm trying. It's hard to say.
He didn't kill anybody.
But he didn't kill anybody in it. So, that's what I'm saying in its own way. So yeah, I mean, I'd be if you told me Lou is worse, I'll give him the edge.
Yeah, Lou is worse. Yeah.
Tyler Durden did bad things for at least what he thought were good reasons. And
I think Lou's just doing it for his own personal gain.
All the stuff he did wasn't that bad relative to.
Yeah, I definitely think the combination of getting somebody killed and also like sexual pressure on a woman is worse than getting one person killed and then blowing up empty buildings. I mean, I guess that's a lot of property damage, but like, it's their banks.
They got insurance, bro.
Yeah, that's what
they
I'm
have
saying.
insurance. Yeah.
The worst part is whenever he brings in the footage from the triple homicide or whatever, and he's like, he lists off all these demands of how he wants more money, blah 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 blah, and then he's like, "And you're gonna do whatever the fuck I say when you come over to my apartment, bitch."
Yeah. He brings her the footage of that, the one that gets Rick shot, and they kind of have a little.
No. This is the triple homicide.
That's the triple homicide.
Those are the dudes that killed Rick.
Well, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like this, not at the same time, but like this, the dudes who did this triple homicide are the ones that later kill Rick or get Rick killed, I guess. But yeah, he definitely says something to Nina like, "You're not gonna back out, or you're gonna do what I say." Unlike last time you were at my apartment or whatever, or I was at your apartment. Jesus Christ, Lou.
Yeah, Lou's a bad dude for sure.
Like every time I start like feeling for him, he just pops something else up, and I'm like, oh damn.
So what? He gets
But also at the
7 people
end,
killed in this show,
hey, I'm just gonna come out and say some
and he attacks
controversial
the
shit
security
because
guard.
that's what I'm here for.
Oh
Let's
god.
go.
At the end, I think like, oh god, Nina kind of likes it, if that makes
Yeah,
sense. Because when he
yeah.
brings the footage from the police
Yeah, because like the
standoff
last
with
shot of
the
like,
murderers, they're like,
mhm.
she's like into it.
Yeah, Rick's
Is
on the
she into
ground.
it or is she
Yeah, dude. Oh,
faking?
dude. No. She's totally into it. When Rick is on the TV and it's like he's like that TV's in between the two and they both look at each other, there's some fucking weird sexual tension.
I kind
that
of
is-
read that differently.
Yeah. Oh, did you?
Yeah, I mean, it might have just been me, but I don't really know. But I
It
kind of
was
read
just
that
you.
as she was. I kind of read that as she was just like accepting it at that point. I don't know.
What?
I think.
Yeah,
I don't think so. I don't think she was accepting it. At that point, she was like, okay, he deserves this now. I'm gonna give it to him good.
She like
that's
really
just a weird. That's
She
a
like
weird
really
feeling to
loves.
have.
I don't think it was like. It didn't seem like sexual to me. It was more like she really loves like this kind of news, and he's delivered like a masterpiece.
I
pretty
definitely
much.
see that. I definitely think she likes what he's delivering. I did feel a sexual tension though, and I thought that was just her accepting it. But I do think you're right, Doug. I think she kind of has a kink for like fucked up news, and yeah, I mean he delivers. So I mean he delivers pretty much the whole fucking time, besides the plane
Yeah.
crash, which
Besides the
sets him
plane
the
crash,
fuck off. But
yeah, leads to the mirror scene.
he gets in that dude's grill after he got shot.
But yeah, dude, fucking yeah, Lou's a fucking sociopath for sure.
Another thing, this just off the top, off the dome piece before I forget. So we had a $50 million budget,
No,
which
no,
is
$8.5 million budget.
no, I have $50 million budget.
I'm reading it's an $8.5 million budget, and the box office was 50 million.
Maybe I wrote that backwards.
So, success? I think so.
Yeah, okay, so
I
let me
mean,
repeat
all
that, I guess.
all that money must like 7 million of that must have been going to fucking Jake Gyllenhaal.
I wish there was a like breakdown of how they spent the budget.
Yeah, that would be really cool.
But yeah, you're right. Yes, a budget of 8.5 million. I wrote that backwards. Box office of 50.3. That is pretty fucking good.
Yep.
Did let's see, were there any awards won?
Box office doesn't count like your TV deals when and like after the
Never
movies
nominated
came
for
out, does
several
it?
awards.
No, I think it's the box office is just the money made in the theater.
Gilroy was nominated for the Best Original Screenplay at the Academy Awards.
I'm reading that it opened at 2014 Cannes Film Festival, and there was a bidding war between A24, Fox, Focus Features, and Open Road, and the Weinstein Company. And Open
got
Road ended up getting it. Yeah.
Yeah.
If A24 got this shit,
Oh, dude.
it was because it was an unfinished version that was screened that night. A24 would have added some shit to it, bro.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I kind of
That would have
wish,
been an
bro.
insane fucking ending.
So it was apparently originally screened for a theatrical release on October 17th, but it moved it to October 31st to avoid competition from
Halloween?
no, it debuted Halloween, but I guess that wasn't a big year for horror movies because it was scared to go against Fury, which is that Brad Pitt movie
Yeah,
where he
with
has that dope ass haircut.
Garfield and Shia LaBeouf. Yeah, it's the war film,
Yeah.
right? When they're in the tank.
Yeah, and Birdman. Which is
Michael
that?
Keaton.
Is that
Michael
the Michael Keaton
Yeah.
movie?
Dude, that thing won so many awards. It's unreal.
That movie won a bunch of awards.
Yeah.
Jesus
It's a good
Christ.
movie.
Hey, I'll put this movie up against those movies. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's better.
Yeah,
Nightcrawler's
I would too.
good, bro.
But it's not a 9, motherfucker.
Yes, it is.
I think it is.
You're
Oh
not
my
lying,
God.
motherfucker.
What do you think about the acting?
That's
I
pretty
like
good.
the acting. I like Jake Gyllenhaal, obviously. Duh.
I think Jake
Fucking
Gyllenhaal's
reactor.
movie is like. I think this might be his best performance, bro.
You know, I would disagree with you on that one.
trying to
What
think what
other
else does
movies
he
is
have.
Jake Gyllenhaal in?
He
I
has,
mean,
Jarhead.
he's pretty good in that, but I don't think he has to actually do
No, I
what
wasn't
he
saying
has.
he's good. I was just listing movies.
Donnie Darko, A
He's
Dangerous
good in
Woman,
Donnie Darko, but he's so young, and
City
there's some stuff.
Slickers.
Have y'all seen this movie on Netflix that he's in?
Which
No,
one?
what is it?
Pretty much, he's a police officer who's on suspension, so he's working at a call center, like dispatch.
Oh,
Sorry,
yeah. I
What's
know
it
what
called?
you're talking about now.
I don't know. My brain's not working at this
Is it
juncture.
called? Is it Enemy? Is that what you're talking about?
No, hold on.
He's in that one
Also-
too.
It's called something.
The Guilty. That's what it's called.
Yeah, I haven't seen.
Anyways, I didn't like it that much, and that's the most recent Jake Gyllenhaal movie I've seen.
Yeah.
I'm
No,
looking
I
at.
don't. Okay, now I'm thinking this isn't his best performance. His best performance is
Oh my god!
Hey, I'm not broke. He's good in Brokeback Mountain, dude. I'm not gonna lie to you. You know what? I'm gonna take it back to. I think he's better in Prisoners with Hugh Jackman.
Dude.
I
fucking
that might be
love that
a
movie.
one we have to review because that shit is good.
Good movie.
He's also good in Zodiac too, man.
Yeah, true.
He has a lot of good shit.
Lover Boy.
This is right up there.
The Day After Tomorrow is really good too.
Yeah, but
facts.
I don't think he's a very good it's a good movie, but I don't think it's like he's a fantastic actor in Day After Tomorrow.
Yeah. Another good movie when he was really young was October Sky.
I have not seen October Sky, but I hear it is good.
Basically, it's just like they make like those model rockets and shit in school, and they become like super. Like they win some like science awards and shit. It's not bad. Pretty good.
Let's talk about Renee Russo because she is interesting. Because she was an actor, or she was a model before she was an actor, and then she was just in a bunch of shit. I know her. The earliest thing I know her from is Major League. I don't know if you guys have seen that.
That's where that's her debut.
Yes, she doesn't have a huge part, but and then she did some Marvel movies. She did like Thor and shit.
Yeah, she plays Thor's mother in the MCU.
Frigga.
Yep.
Oh, fun, man. I think she's good in this movie. Nobody's as good as Jake Gyllenhaal, but Riz Ahmed and her both do a pretty good job, I think, rounding it out. I
Yeah.
think this movie has good acting, like really good acting.
Yeah, I do like the fact that Bill Paxton has a very small role, but he's like a fucking huge actor. Was a huge actor. Rest in peace.
Yeah, I mean, he does a good
He
job, too.
died 4 years ago. Oh my god, it's been so long. Bill Paxton was in Aliens.
Was he?
Why am I forgetting that?
There's nothing like too controversial in this movie is the issue.
Yeah, no. Yeah, Doug doesn't really have any like points to like really argue. Like previous movies we've
all
done.
right. One moment.
Okay, here we go.
Let me put on my character.
It's, I do like
Here's
way-
why.
Shit, here we go.
Here's why Lou is a good guy.
Oh, God.
I'm just fucking with you. I don't have anything.
I will say this: the way he portrays Lou is fucking fantastic. Just like the empathy. He's super polite.
It's weird. I always
Yeah.
say, like, there's, like, something weird about people who are overly polite. You know what I'm talking about? Like, good, like, guys that always shake your hand when they see you.
Yeah.
Oh, it's weird. But this
And,
is like him.
Yeah. But like another thing that he does really well, another scene that I really liked is whenever he's talking to Bill Paxton's character, and Bill Paxton's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna get another van. Do you want to be like a part of my crew and shit like that?" And then like he's like the entire time, Jake Gyllenhaal is like talking calm, cool, and collected in his nice, polite voice like he normally uses. And then he just like he turns to him, and he's like, I just want to grab you by your ears and slam your head into the ground to let you know that I'm not fucking interested. And like he's
Yeah.
calm the entire time, and that's just like, honestly, I would be fucking shitting bricks if somebody said it to me like that.
He has such a
If somebody,
weird
yeah,
demeanor to him.
He's
it's
like,
that
but
I think.
he's like, but instead, I'm
Okay.
gonna go do accounting.
Oh, yeah. I just,
Instead, I'm just gonna cause you to have a car crash.
it's just he's too nice, and it's
Yep,
like, I don't know, something about it I don't like.
he plays a
All
good
right.
anti-hero though. That's for sure.
Here's the thing: nothing he actually does is that bad until the very last thing.
Dude, he causes Bill Paxton's character to crash his car.
Okay, never mind. That's pretty bad.
Yeah,
I mean, he moves a dead body.
He blackmails his boss into having a sexual relation with him.
Yeah, I think that's what he was referring to.
Okay,
To.
no, that's pretty. Yeah, just
No,
disregard what I just said.
He was referring to the police and the killer chase and shit at the restaurant and stuff like that. That's what he was referring to.
Oh, that's what you were talking about. Yeah, there's definitely worse than that.
Yeah,
Oh,
I missed a couple things. Getting somebody killed is the worst, bro.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Sure.
He got at least 2 people killed.
Dude, he got
probably
6
more.
people killed.
6?
Yeah. So you have the 2 cops in the diner who get shot first by the 2 assailants.
I thought only 1 cop got killed.
Did only 1 cop got killed?
If 1 cop got killed, a civilian definitely got killed too, because they say it.
Yeah.
Like 2 people down.
Okay, so a cop got killed, a civilian got killed. Then both of the killers got killed. That's 4. And then Rick gets killed. 5 people get killed because of him. And also he almost causes another death with a car crash. And then blackmails his boss into having sex.
Well, she's not really his boss, so.
Yeah, it's more like establishing a relationship with somebody just based off of okay. Either way.
Nah, I'm gonna get controversial, I guess. Like, she actually has all the power. Like, she doesn't have to be doing this.
I guess she could choose to go back to the fucking news station.
It's obviously not.
She's gonna get fired. She's gonna lose everything. He says that he knows that her contract is up, but if she is underperforming, she will lose her job. And she's not gonna get hired after getting fired from the worst news station in LA. So she actually doesn't have much power in this. She kind of has to do this.
I don't know about that, bro.
What do you mean? He literally says in the diner scene, like, I know your contract's up. You're gonna lose your job. Nobody's gonna hire you. You're gonna lose everything that you have.
Well, she should probably just.
That's literally what Harvey Weinstein would say.
She should probably just lose her job instead of because she know the shit he's doing is morally bad. You know what I'm saying?
That's another thing. Is she's not a good person either.
Yeah, true. Let's be honest. The only real good person in this movie is Rick.
Rick actually is this an innocent dude who wants a job and does kind of whatever.
Rick's a bad guy too, bro. When the chips are on the table, he'll do anything for just a little more money.
Dude, he's homeless.
I guess
if you go to let's play devil's advocate. If you go up to a homeless guy and you say, "Blow that motherfucker's head off, and I'll give you a house," they're still a bad guy if they blow the guy's head off.
Yeah, they're probably gonna do it too. So.
I mean, I see. I'm cutting that. I see what you're saying.
They're probably gonna do it too. What the fuck?
But I said they're probably gonna do it too.
What do you mean?
I mean, the homeless person's probably gonna.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, no, I'm aware of what you said.
Oh, I thought you guys thought I said I would also do that as well.
Anyway, it's with Rick, he openly doesn't want to do it, and he says, "I don't want to do this." But then, you're right. As soon as it's do it or you're fired, he does it. So it's people they want to pretend like they wouldn't do it until it's actually in front of their face, and then he does. Doesn't mean he deserves to get shot in the end.
Not at all. Justice for Rick. I think we have a lot of points.
Any other points in the movie we need to discuss here?
Not really. We hit them all pretty good.
There are like any themes in this movie? I felt like there was some kind of theme that was trying to come out, but I was just like, yeah, I'm not having it.
I think the theme is like, I don't know if it's a theme or if it's more of like an atmospheric thing where it's like, one, people will do shit to benefit themselves, even at like the detriment of other people if it's important enough to them. And Lou is an extreme example of that, and Renee is a less extreme, and then Rick is an even less extreme example of that. Like they just have like varying levels, you know. Um, I mean, Bill Paxton's even kind of an example of that. Like pretty much every Nightcrawler, I guess, is a little bit of that. Where they'll get into the meat of shit and get in people's grill just to get some money off of it, even though that somebody's dying.
Yeah, true. This also shows us that like some news like stations and stuff will like fabricate some truths or like set things up to make it like give it a narrative that they want to give.
Oh, you don't fucking say.
Some media distortion.
Wait a second.
Oh, for sure.
There's some cool shots just throughout the movie. I don't know if you guys saw the one where he like walks out of the police station after questioning. It's before Bill Paxton comes up to him and like questions him to come join his thing. There's like this cool like kind of upward shot of him putting sunglasses on with like, the brick wall behind him. Makes him look real cool.
I'm just saying, dude, people who listen, if you want a good like visual representation of what Aaron looks like, at any point in this movie when Jake Gyllenhaal is wearing glasses and has a man bun, that's it. You got it. Every time he had his man bun and has glasses on, like this is literally fucking Aaron.
And he's a little bit more attractive than I am.
Maybe, I don't know. You should got your nose job. You're looking pretty good, dude.
God help me.
I'm flattered. Yeah, I think that probably wraps up the plot of the movie and just kind of goes over, shit we liked. I guess now we can just get into like scoring and stuff. I guess first of all, is this like, do you think it's worth watching? Is this something that you would tell people to watch?
Yes, I would definitely recommend this to people.
Oh yeah, it's definitely better than. I don't know where I'm going with this. It's better than an Whoa.
Oh shit!
It's better than like an average movie.
So it's above average for you. Like, if you're doing a ranker list, you would rank this as an A movie.
Is A the top category?
No, S.
Or is the S tier?
S tier is the superior category, and then you have A, B, C, D.
Sorry, bro, but it's a B tier.
No,
this is not a B tier.
Dude. Oh fuck, dude. B is average. You can go fuck yourself.
If you're
I see C as average, bro.
No, B is average. C is below average. And D is dog water.
B plus.
That's better.
No, bro. It's an A at least.
It's an A to A plus movie.
Look, if you're into thrillers, I'm assuming you would be because you're listening to this podcast. This is a good fucking thriller, dude.
It is.
I think it even kind of ventures a little bit into actiony sometimes, which I'm usually not a fan of, but this is kind of like a good action. This isn't like, I don't know, what's a stupid action movie? Fast and Furious?
Yeah.
I hate that
shit. Definitely better than Fast and Furious.
Yeah.
Probably better than all the Fast and Furious combined, probably.
Tokyo Drift?
As soon as I said that, I thought of that too. Tokyo Drift. If you take Tokyo Drift out of Fast and Furious, it literally turns into the worst franchise to ever exist. I'm not sorry if you guys are Fast and Furious fans out there. Vin Diesel.
Right here on this one.
Vin Diesel, we can box.
Vin Diesel's best role was in Saving Private Ryan.
I don't know. I kind of like the Riddick movies.
I like Pacifier.
Shit.
Oh god.
All right, let's jump into the ratings. I think Aaron should go first this time.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. For my opinion score, I was looking at what we ranked them, and I situated myself not at the top. I don't think this is better than, Alien for sure. It's definitely not better than Alien.
It's not S tier.
Correct. It's also not better than Fight Club.
Correct.
You know what?
Don't do it, bro. Don't do it, bro. Or we got another 45 minutes in this motherfucker. Don't do it, bro.
All right, here's what I'll say. I'm going to give it a score higher than Fight Club.
Whoa!
What is wrong with you?
That's a bold move, Cotton.
But it is literally just because I have an infatuation with Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah, this is true. This is true.
He's literally one of my favorite actors, and I love so much of his movies. I have an infatuation with him. If this wasn't Jake Gyllenhaal, I don't think I would love it as much. But I do. I mean, I also love Ed Norton and Brad Pitt, just not in the same way.
Yeah, he loves Jake Gyllenhaal,
And it all stems from Donnie Darko.
That's a fucking fantastic movie. I love that movie.
However,
fucking sick.
I'm not trying to say it. I don't think this is a better movie than Fight Club, But yeah, not a better. Okay, yeah, okay. Well, we'll do it this way. It's not a better movie than Fight Club, so my movie score will be lower. But I like it more than Fight Club just because I heart Jake Gyllenhaal.
Oh my!
And
God.
I like the themes. So we're going 9.25 on my, which is 0.25 higher than Fight Club. So it's just a teeny tiny bit better. And then for for that, I guess I'll just say that I think it's really, really good acting, really good themes. I do think it lags a little bit towards the end of the movie. After Rick gets shot, it keeps going for 10 more minutes.
Yeah.
And I was kind of like, okay.
But the 15 minutes before that, it's pretty high paced.
Maybe wrap it up a little bit quicker at the end. I think it's good. Other than that, I think it's really good. I like it. For my movie score, I'll give it an 8.5, which is 1.5 lower than Fight Club, which I gave a 10 for movie making. It just isn't as tight as Fight Club is such a tight movie.
Yeah.
Really well shot. This movie isn't bad shot. It has really good shots. It's just not Fight Club. First of all, it doesn't deal with the same premise as Fight Club, so it's probably easier to shoot and make. It just doesn't have that same punch that Fight Club has, pun intended. So, yeah, that's where I'm gonna leave it with 9.25 and an 8.5, and also go watch it. It's really good.
It is a good movie. Doug?
Oh, I'm going next. All right. Well, let's keep it simple. As we get more movies on the list, especially more thrillers. I guess everything we have you could kind of say is a thriller, except for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Which,
I think
we all know that movie's ass. So
the end is pretty.
I think it ventures into thriller, bro.
Dude, that dog eats that dude's fucking the dog eats that chick's face.
I think the end could at least venture into it. Also, fuck it, it's our podcast. If I say it's a thriller, it's a goddamn.
Yeah, a girl's fucking lit on fire with a flamethrower. If that's not a thriller, I don't know what is.
We need to change our shit to thrillers, killers, and sci-fi, please.
Why? So we can watch Star Wars?
No, so we can watch Blade Runner, dude.
Anyways, it's pretty simple. I've got American Psycho at an 8 for my personal score and a 9 for the movie making score. And this movie's not as good as American Psycho. Therefore, I'm gonna give this movie a 7.5 for my personal score. It's pretty entertaining. It just I don't know. It wasn't like the most entertaining thing I've ever seen. And then movie making score, I'll give it an 8. I feel like they did a pretty good job. They did what they were trying to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I do want to mention, I know we're in the middle of rankings, but I forgot to mention this. I have it wrote out in my notes. I don't know if you guys like the soundtrack or not, but I thought it was pretty
Dude,
good.
I love the soundtrack. It was really good.
The beginning's okay, it has like a kind of a weird guitar going on, but like towards the end, it gets kind of techno-y, and I'm real into that, dude.
Yeah.
It was pretty good.
You saying that reminded me. I was like watching videos about this, like reviewing and stuff like that, and the guy who wrote the soundtrack for the movie was like, "Yeah, I wanted it to basically be like that's what the music he was hearing in his head at the moments that it was like playing."
Yeah, I mean, I
So
think it
like,
fits really well.
yeah, it's like because it's like it gets real fucking exciting during the car chase and shit like that, and when he's getting all of his good shots. Like sometimes, like I noticed at one point, like the music is like fucking bumping harder when he's
Yeah.
recording the shit when they're like already dead than when they were like being shot and killed and stuff. Because to him, that's the fucking exciting part.
Yeah, I think it's good. I just wanted to mention that because credit where it's due. It's got a good. I like soundtracks. Got a good soundtrack. Anyway, Jacob, you can continue now with your ranking.
Oh, right. So I'm kind of in the same boat with Doug here. For my personal score, I like this movie a lot, but I just like American Psycho more. So for my personal score, I have to give this an 8.75. Because it's close, but it's not as good as American Psycho to me. And for the movie making, I think they did a really good job on establishing the characters, what their motives were, and basically it wasn't like an absolute because like they're dealing with like what's the word I'm looking for, mental like disorders and stuff with Lou. So they could have really taken it like a path that was kind of more like mindfuckery, like American Psycho, but they didn't. So
Yeah, they could have
yeah,
they could have emphasized that a lot more if they wanted to.
yeah,
I
Yeah,
don't
I
think
think
it's a
like
bad thing that
ground.
they did. I don't think
they
it's a
kept
bad thing that
more
they
grounded,
didn't.
more
I just
straightforward. Yeah.
if they wanted to, the movie could be like they could have a scene, with him and what's his bitch's name? Nino.
Nina.
They could have a scene with him and Nina back at his place that could get a little bit freaky, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they really try to ground it though. I like that it's grounded.
Which is nice, yeah. So I'm gonna
Yeah, I don't
actually
have a
put this
problem with it.
on.
It's just a different style.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's definitely a
I'm gonna
different type of movie
actually.
than the American Psycho is. That movie is
Yeah,
far from grounded.
yeah, oh yeah. But with that being said, I'm actually gonna put it on par with the making ability as American Psycho and give it a 9.
Yeah, I mean, all respectable scores, So I think that shows when we all three agree a little bit on a movie that it's
It's all
about that
right.
usually. Yeah,
Yeah,
and when we agree that it's shit, it's probably shit.
yeah,
Hey, I'm just gonna keep it real with our audience. I'm a little bit harder than these two could watch a movie that's just like a still shot of a steaming pile of dog shit. They'd be like, 5.
okay,
No,
I really like the way,
okay.
and for movie making score, it was a 7. I really like the way they filmed the steaming dog shit. So,
look,
but my scores are
I'm
they're a little
sorry
bit
that
more
me and
stretched out
Aaron.
than
I'm
these
sorry that me
motherfuckers.
have a deeper, sense of perspective and thought
I don't even
process
want to
than.
say that. Look, I'll be honest with you. I get it. I love atmosphere and theme, and I will say that with everything. I love atmosphere. So if you do a good job of creating atmosphere, I'm more favorable to your movie. And movie does a good job. Other movies do good jobs too that you might not like that because you might not favor those things, but I really do. Like to me, the whole movie process experience is like getting taken to the place in the movie for 2 hours or whatever it is. I really value that. So when a movie is able to do that, which this one I think does decently well, I'm into it. Even if there's some flaws, I tend to overlook them a little bit more if I'm like teleported there. So that is what I favor in movies. So, and I think that's different from what you do, which is fine. That just kind of is how it happened.
I just feel like I'm a little bit. You motherfuckers will watch. I don't know. You
You Fast and
motherfuckers will
Furious, you'll
watch
hear my
fucking that
full
movie where Will
fury.
Smith is a fish and be like, 8.
Shark Tale is
Shark
actually
Tale?
good, bro.
That's a fucking good movie, you piece
Oh
of shit.
my point has been proven. My
That's
point is fucking
motherfucker.
proven.
No. I just. It also happens to be that we've been watching movies that I like,
Checkmate, motherfucker.
so that
Also,
happens.
I still think we should go to fucking one movie rating.
No,
One movie rating.
I've tried to explain this to you.
It's just like eating a piece of pizza. One bite review. You
But it's
watch the
not
movie once.
A
one
movie
review.
is not a pizza.
Pizza is better than a movie.
No,
Therefore, if it's good
pizza-
enough for pizza, it's good enough for the movie.
I'm going to explain the difference to you right now, Douglas. Pizza, not made very well, equals tastes like shit. Movie
Exactly.
not made very well does not necessarily equal not enjoyed.
Like, okay, I'm gonna bring this up. You're probably gonna hate
People
me
like
for it,
shitty
but I'm
movies.
gonna bring it up. The Room. That movie is a piece of dog shit. It's so fucking bad, but it's a cult classic. Like, fucking people love that movie, but it's shit.
Yeah,
one score.
No.
One score.
We're not doing one score. It doesn't make
This
any
is
sense.
a democracy, and I want 2 scores.
Doug will only be
Fucking
giving
just do
one
6
score
scores.
from now on.
6 scores, yes.
6
You know
scores.
what? We no. This is what we should do from now on. Every pod, we should get categories. We should score each category, and then we combine them for a one final score.
So you want to do multiple scores?
So you
just
went
turn it
from
into
one score
on
to
average?
more scores?
It's going to be more scores that more scores that turn into one final.
What a fucking
I mean, we can turn
idiot.
our scores right now into one score. You want me to average it out?
No, we'll have to redo them, or we just keep doing it the same way, and I'm just being a bitch. Anyways, next week
the
we got
record.
V for Vendetta.
For the record, this movie is a 8.5 average out score.
I'm here for it. It's a good movie. What are our other scores?
Anyway, yeah, I think we're gonna stick with the scoring. I think it works.
Okay, wait. I will decimate your 8.5 rating right now.
Okay.
One moment. I got to do just a little bit of research.
Here we go.
All right, checkmate. The Shining, definitely better this movie. 8.4 on IMDb. Checkmate.
But wait, we haven't reviewed The Shining.
It's an 8.4 on IMDb.
That doesn't necessarily mean that it's the same. Okay. Just to rebuttal against that, looking at our movie reviews,
Oh shit.
American Psycho was a 76 if you average out all the online scores, and we gave it an 87.
I guess that's
half
a
of
fair
our
point.
score. Half of our score is represented by personal opinion, Doug.
Yeah, I just think y'all's scores are like a little scaled up. You know what I'm saying?
And
Y'all
I
are on
think
one.
your scores are fucking stupid.
I don't think anybody's scaled up. I just think we've happened to watch movies that I and Jacob have liked.
Fuck you.
We'll watch. I've never seen V for Vendetta, so
All right.
Good movie.
it might turn out that I don't like it.
You'll like it.
Probably not.
But I have seen all the other movies we've watched besides Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and I didn't give that a good score. So
You didn't give Once Upon a Time in Hollywood a good score?
yeah, I gave it a
You gave an
7.5.
average score.
That's average.
7.5? That movie was cheeks, bro.
Yeah, that gave it a 3. What a piece of
I-
shit. I also
I mean-
gave it a 7.5.
I could see myself going lower on that. I see what you're saying. I also think maybe that was our first movie, so I hadn't got really into a huge mindset of reviewing yet.
Yeah, sure.
It'll average itself out. Don't you worry.
All right, coming up next week, we got V for Vendetta. Picked by me, motherfuckers. So
Is
you
that-
know it's gonna bang.
Who's even in this movie? Natalie Portman.
Yeah, I forgot who plays
The other guy doesn't matter because he has a mask on the whole time.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
great.
never see his face in the
It's like
entire
Star
movie.
Wars.
Who plays him?
James Earl Jones.
That'd be fantastic.
Aaron, anything else we need to say before we cut it?
No, yeah, I just follow us on.
That's who plays him?
Say,
Yeah, he plays.
shut up. Stick in
Sorry.
next week to find out who plays him.
Oh, yes.
Follow us on Twitter at ThrillKillPod. And that's pretty much all we have to plug right now. So, yeah. Everybody say bye.
Bye, everybody.
Say bye, Douglas.
Later. Bye, Douglas.